So what I want to do with this video is talk about some exercises that I see or hear about from patients that cause additional low back pain. And the thing that they all have in common is of the position that it puts your back in. So we'll start with this model. This part is the front part of your back. So imagine like your stomach and things here. This is the part that, like if you could feel the spine going down, this is your head up here, legs down here. This is the part that you can feel just below the skin. And the thing that all these exercises have in common is that they all basically involve some type of bending of your spine. And you can see when that happens, how that pushes the jelly, if you will, of the donut. That's really the central part of the disc. It pushes it back out onto the nerve. And that's not a good feeling, trust me. All it takes is the weight of a dime to affect how a nerve functions or feels, right? So it really doesn't take you lifting, trying to lift 500 pounds. This could be something as simple as bending over and picking up a sock, and boom, we're pushing that disc onto the nerve. All right, the first one that I want to address is stretching your back. Now, certainly we all want to be limber and keep our range of motion and things like that, but a lot of times people will bend forward because it provides some relief. It does stretch the muscle spindles, which provides a little bit of endorphins, which helps you feel good, and people think that they're doing a good thing for their back, but really, like I said, it's putting a lot of stress on that disc. So 9 times out of 10, if someone's already hurting and they have some type of back pain and they stretch in the short term, they might get a little bit of relief, but really what they're doing is they're causing more damage because it's pushing that disc out onto the nerve that much more. Next, pretty similarly, is sit-ups. Yes, you're supported, you're on the ground, but you're bending the spine. Crunches are one thing. There is some stress, but not nearly as bad. When you're doing a full sit-up from the ground all the way sitting up, that puts a lot of stress on your spine, so you want to be really, really careful with that. All right, guys, the next exercise that I want to talk about being really bad for your back is called the Roman chair. And you've probably seen it at the gym. It looks kind of like this. It's very simple. So basically what happens is the lower half of your body is right here. Your feet are at the bottom, right? Your waist is right about here. And then what you're supposed to do is bend the top half of your body forward and then back up. Forward and back up, right? And sometimes I've even seen people like holding weights. But you can imagine, just like I was describing with the model, how that bending the spine forward puts a lot of stress on your back and particularly on the disc. And if you don't have disc problems yet, and you do that, you're probably gonna have a disc problem. And if you already have a disc problem, it's probably only gonna make it worse. So I would definitely avoid the Roman chair. The last one that I wanna talk about is leg press. And a lot of people think, oh, this is good, it's supporting my back, I'm safe. But really, when you think about the biomechanics of it, it's not a good thing. So I drew a very simple stick figure here. This is, the weight on the leg press, this is the feet, the knees right here, the hips right here. When you think about it, we're designed to squat. If your feet are on the ground here, your back is here, you squat, your back and your feet, the bottom of your feet are basically perpendicular, right? When we turn that and we do a leg press, you can see the back is here, the feet are here. They're parallel. So where does that 90-degree difference come from? It comes from down here in the low back. I can't tell you how many times I've seen somebody that's herniated a disc in their low back because they were doing leg press, especially heavy leg press. So make sure that you're being really, really careful at the gym, doing exercises with good form. And there are some exercises like the leg press that even when you do them correctly, they're just not good for you. So I hope this video is helpful. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out, and we look forward to helping you feel your best.